Hey guys, we're gonna do an experiment. We're gonna hang up one of my fans, one at a time, off of my ugly TV aerial, which is coming in handy for a change. And I'm gonna set the ladder up, and we're gonna hang my fan right off of one of this longer rod here, and then I'm gonna take the wires and loop them over this strapping that's also holding the ugly aerial up. And then I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna wire this thing in. So yeah, pretty crazy. So we'll bring the ladder over and we'll see what I can get done here. Oh, update on my dad. He's doing well. I have to take him back for they're doing some kind of test on him, a nuclear medicine test. So they're going to put a molecule in his body of some sort, I'm guessing radioactive. It's going to spend 3 months inside of him, traveling through all his body organs. I don't know how it exactly takes notes or how they actually do these things, but apparently I think it's called a PAT test or something. And anyway, the test goes on for 3 months. I guess they put it in his system. It does its thing for 3 months, monitors him. Then they somehow extract or get the data somehow and maybe have a clearer idea of what's going on with my dad. But so far so good. He's had his defib put in. He's had, after that stressful incident after the fact, where he had some kind of infection, pancreatitis. I had to rush him back to the ER, and this was during work, so it was pretty stressful. After 7 hours in the ER, we were just off a long weekend, holiday long weekend, so the ER was just packed. It was ridiculous. So he was able to, he's actually spent 3 days in the hospital. They wouldn't let him eat or drink anything, and he could only have water when he took his pill. And I guess they gave him some type of pill to get rid of acid in his stomachs, because that's what he had issues with, lots of acid and lots of pain. So I don't know what, I'm not a doctor or anything, but it was insanity. But anyway, I better get to the fan. He's doing okay. I just have to take him down for this final test, I guess, the nuclear test, and then we'll go from there. But let me grab one of the fans. I'll grab the one with the switch. That way I can control it. And yeah, we'll try these guys out, guys. This is going to be crazy. Hopefully the cord is going to be long enough for this test. We will see. I'm going to bring this guy over. Okay. The aerial kind of went one way. I don't think the fan's actually that heavy, but apparently it is. There we go. So, oh yeah, you guys could see it. It looks crazy. Look at that. Okay, so how ghetto and redneck can you get, guys? This is hanging off a TV aerial, and then I actually was able to incorporate this strap, which is perfect to keep the cords away from the fan blade here. And now I need to figure out how exactly I'm going to plug positive to positive. See, I don't want to directly attach them to the bus bars because I don't know what the solar is going to do to it. I think I'm gonna have to plug it into these jumper cables, like I said earlier. I think that's the only spot I can probably clip them on carefully. So we're gonna try to do that. Can I tilt the camera? No. So I gotta spin you guys around, and we're gonna try to figure out how I'm able to clip this, clip these little alligator clips onto there. So, move the ladder for a second. Will this cord reach? Just, it looks like. Yeah, it will. Good. Okay, I gotta figure out a better camera angle for you guys, because this is kind of crazy. Alright. Probably on the floor would be best, I'm thinking. Okay, that's the negative. I'll do the negative first, because you guys can see a good view of that. What I'm going to try to do is clip this on here without having a friggin' nightmare. I should turn the Dyson on too, but I'll do that in a minute. I need to finish charging him off, because I haven't been here too often. Okay, alligator clip 1 is connected. That's the best angle I can give you guys, because I do not have another person here. And I gotta kind of look around a corner myself. Oh boy, here comes the spark. And oh my god, the fan's on. And blowing very strongly. Wow, that moves air. Oh my god. Now the rattling, of course, is because it's on a it's on an aerial, right? So that sound is just making that because it's vibrating through a hollow aluminum tube every once in a while. That is throwing the air. I can feel the air coming down here. So I have the blades on the right direction. That's even good for cooling, I think. That's how fast that thing's working. Now, I have a switch here built in, which is good. Let's see how much power this thing's sucking. 0. 0. And that thing is moving. Unbelievable, guys. Look at that. And I gotta say, big shout out to Dean, one of my subscribers, who not only told me about these on Wish, also the USB lights. So big shout out to Dean, guys. He's trying to get off the grid himself, get a tiny house built. Please check his channel out. He's just starting up. He's trying to get a better camera. See if you guys can give him a hand if possible. He's the one, the brains behind finding me these cool Wish gear that it looks like is going to be awesome. I have to stabilize this, of course, because it's probably not good for the motor. But this is an experiment, right? So let's try the switch out. I'm gonna flip the switch. I'm gonna show you the there we go. So the switch works. No changes on power. Though I've noticed this charge controller kind of shooting up every once in a while, like weird numbers like this. But that's probably because I'm taking a load off this. That light's taking a load. So we'll see. So I'm going to turn this fan back on once I get out of zoom. And we will check this out. Get ready, guys. Off-grid solar ceiling fan. Awesome. That's pretty awesome, guys, I gotta say. Very, very cool. That is blowing. I have my arm right here. I can feel a strong friggin' breeze coming down. It is hogging the air. Now, where I want this guy positioned is obviously going to be right above the fireplace. So I'm going to want him just back off this radiant wall, maybe about to here. That way when the fan's running, the air is going to be dropping all over the, in behind the fireplace, all over everywhere, and shooting it all over the tiny house to help heat this place a lot better. And being as that this thing is throwing so much air, see if I can get under it and you guys will hear the air noise. Yeah, you can hear it a little bit. This is probably used for, I can use these for cooling as well. So I have two of them. The other one on the bed over there has no inline switch, but that's okay because I have plans. I have plans. So this is going to be awesome. So I definitely want one right above the fireplace here, and probably because I want to be spoiled, I'm going to have one above my bed. Like right above the bed there. Because if that thing, you know, once it's fastened and secured and everything, it won't be noisy as what it is now because it's hanging off my aerial. That will be an awesome setup, I think, guys. So, as I said, we have a success here, guys. So there's a nice shot. Me and the fan. So I'm going to remove this fan too, by the way. It did its wonderful job during the summer. And soon to be outperformed by these new ceiling fans. But, yeah, so that guy's coming down for the winter. And obviously I cannot put the ceiling fans up at the moment because I do not have a ceiling. Look at this. I got spray foam. I got ugly survival blankets. Charles and John from the tiny house call this tinfoil. Tinfoil. But this tinfoil has definitely improved the comfort levels in the tiny house. So once I get some money together, guys, I'm gonna get this damn ceiling done, with or without the solar system, because, now I say this because it might add extra work for me in the long haul, probably, right? But I have a plan, I think. We have a plan. So, cool fan running. We see this basically, I'm gonna start my ceiling right friggin' here. So right above the fireplace, we're gonna get all this back. We're gonna basically get this whole ceiling done for the majority of the tiny house, all the way to this divider wall, which hides the ugly storage room. So I'll stop here. That way, when I do my big solar setup in this far storage room, I still have open ceiling to play with. Also, I should, because of this space here, this gap, have enough room to fish wires from back there to this side of the tiny house via the ceiling and not have issues. Hopefully, that's the plan. So, what do you guys think? That's my plan right now, till I get some more cash going. Though the tiny The YouTube channel is doing well, guys. I gotta thank everybody out there for subscribing. We're gonna get this damn tiny house done and lived in, and hopefully you guys stick around for that. It'll be nice too because once the ceiling fans are in, it'll be a lot more comfortable, and they run on 12-volt power, solar power. That means I have unlimited power during the day, during the sunlight hours, and probably a decent amount of power at night because they're only 12 volt. They don't require an inverter. And I think, what did it say on one of them? 12 volt. One of them, it looked like it had like 2 amps or 5 amps on there. I don't know. But either way, that is awesome. These fans are well worth it. Check out Wish, type in the search bar 12 volt ceiling fan. You'll get those there. They're not very expensive, well worth it. And actually I got 2 for 1. My original order, if you watched my video, guys, when I unpackaged these, I received 1 super late and then 1 more recently purchased at the same time. 1 was free, so obviously it's a 2 for 1 deal. And I want two's plenty, I think, for this place. And that will move a lot of air and heat this tiny house pretty well. So that's some exciting stuff going on, guys. I'm loving it. Charles, your flashlight battery on the end is now charged. The other 3 are in charge mode. And I just have to do the 1 more on your charger there. Forgive me not using it, but I threw this on this charger because I have it. And that way I could actually tell whether or not the batteries are charged fully or not. If you understand, I just want to be precautious, you know, take precautions here. I should try out my other fan, but first I'm going to take Charles's 1 battery out and exchange it for the other. We hope I can carefully. Yes, sir. Got it. So I'll grab the other one. I gotta move this ladder out of the way so I can get by. And I will be right back. Okay, so last battery that needs charging of Charles's, so let's get on that. There we go. So all Charles's batteries that he generously gifted to me are now on charge on the off-grid solar. And I'm loving this fan because I've never felt this much air since I've turned on the little Honeywell one that actually was keeping me alive in here. But that works on an inverter, 120 volt. Not good. Wow, it was okay in the daytime. It's okay. At night, no, not for my setup. So awesome, guys. I'm gonna shoot 1 more video of trying out the other fan, and we'll make sure that works. I'll carefully disconnect that fan, and there wasn't sparks, so that's a good thing that I could see. You guys might catch it, but pretty awesome. I can feel the airflow. Look, I'm not even in the room. There's the room. I can feel the airflow from back here. But then again, it's an open space kind of concealed around the corner, so obviously the airflow is coming through this little opening here, and I can feel it funneling through. That fan is going to be a godsend this winter for the fireplace. However, not really, because I have no place to hang it. That's crap. So I gotta get this damn ceiling done. Hopefully by, God, Now it's a race against winter, guys. Game of Thrones again. Winter's coming. I gotta outrun the White Walkers or Mr. Frost and get the damn ceiling up. Even if I get one tile up, maybe that'll be okay. Now, the only downer with the ceiling, guys, I'm gonna have seams again. Remember my walls? See these ugly seams here? I'm gonna have that in the ceiling, though that's not too bad because I don't normally stare at the ceiling when I walk around in here, or anything for that matter. So, we're gonna figure things out. I think we're gonna throw at least, maybe I'll just do one panel just to try it. I'll run a couple 2x4s here. I'll have to measure, but yeah, I'll do a couple 2x4s anyway. I'll just cut to fit whatever I gotta do. Tuck this crappy survival blanket up, the ugliness, I call it, and then I will, by myself, will get on a ladder, hold a piece of plywood up, and attempt to screw the ends, which is gonna be difficult. Though, I can probably jack up one end with some kind of something I'll have to make just so this thing will work. And once that's done, that's gonna be awesome, guys, because I can hook up, I can run, hopefully, the wires. I'll hook that ceiling fan up, run the wires up and over, but first I have to lay the survival blanket on top of the wood. You won't be seeing it, guys, it'll be above the ceiling, and then run the wires up over that and down. And the nice thing about the survival blanket, since I tested it on that one video, I know it's not flammable. It kind of shrivels up into a little ball, so if something did happen, all it would do is shrivel up and I'd hear it curling up, and then I'd know, holy crap, I got issues, right? So that's the plan. So that's it for now, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned for more. Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. I'm out of here.